All right. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another podcast. It is Monday, March 20th.
Time's flying.
Maybe the 21st. I'm not sure.
Time is flying. No, it's the 20th. You're right.
But yeah, we're here to just give you guys a little update about what's going on, getting closer to the show, talk about some things that happened the last couple weeks. And one thing we wanted to talk about, Joey, why don't you let them know what's the topic for today?
Well, I think the topic for today is going to be what is a tattoo convention and why you should come to our show. I mean, the funny thing is we are professional tattooers, so we go to conventions a lot. We know everything about conventions.
Oh yeah, we've done a lot of them.
Done a lot of them, and so I think we are under the impression that everybody knows about conventions. But the thing is, I mean, I've been tattooing this week, and I've already had 2 clients ask me, "Can I get tattooed at the tattoo convention?"
Yeah, that's interesting because I always thought like it was like known, but people say like, "Oh, so you guys do like tattoos there, or is it just like you guys are just competing?"
Yeah,
they think it's like a Ink Master TV show or something.
100%. Yeah, and again, it's just one of those things where we think everybody knows about this stuff, but it's a lot of people don't. So basically, what we want to do today is explain to you what a tattoo convention is, why they're awesome, and why you should go to this one and June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Let's do a little role play. I'm gonna be the client that doesn't know really what a tattoo convention is. I think I have an idea, but Joey, what is a tattoo convention? What is this INKCON thing that your team is throwing?
Well, I mean, the best thing I'd say about a tattoo convention is that you're going to get exposed to artists and artwork that you would never see in your entire life. I mean, you would never even just wander into their tattoo shop, because some of these shops, I mean, we got people coming from Italy, we got people coming from Europe, we got people coming from the East Coast, we got people coming from all over, even just obscure parts of LA that you wouldn't even find. Some shops are in like industrial areas that you wouldn't even know these artists have a shop. So
and it makes sense because I've been living in California my whole life, and I've been into LA a handful of times.
Oh yeah.
So like you're saying, a normal person may not go into these shops. Yeah. Or even being around these shops.
Yeah, and for instance, we got people coming out from Santa Barbara, we got people coming out from NorCal. Like, these are all artists that you're going to be exposed to that you'll never see in your entire life. Now, even if you go to the show and you don't want to get a tattoo, just to go look around and experience and meet people, see the different artwork, see the different talents out there, is going to basically give you an idea of a tattoo that you might want to get in the future. Sometimes, most of the time actually, you don't even know what you want until you see it. And when you come to a show like this, you're going to see a little bit of everything. Yeah. And it's just going to give you a lot more knowledge when it comes to tattooing and then the tattoo industry. I think people have a certain stigma about the tattoo industry still, even with the TV shows and everything else. There's just have a certain view of it as like kind of like this dark underbelly, satanic industry.
You're making a deal with the devil when you mark your skin.
Exactly. And then, but the thing is, like, tattoos have come from all kinds of cultures. Every culture in this world has had some type of tattooing, body modification, all throughout history. This is something that, 5,000, 3,000 years old. They're finding the oldest people with tattoos.
Cavemen frozen with marks on their body.
Yeah, and the theory with him was, I forget exactly what they called him, but the theory with him was that they were doing that for arthritis. So they're thinking that those tattoos actually healed him. So they did it in points that he had, like pain points and things like that, which is their theory on it. Of course, that's not, they can't.
I mean, but if you think about it, like acupuncture, they're hitting certain spots. So it may have caused some sort of relief, or brought them some sort of relief doing that. So it's pretty interesting to think that.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of cultures still do associate it with health. For instance, when they did like the Samoan culture, the Polynesian culture, when you got those big tattoos, basically, if you were man enough, healthy enough to be a warrior, you have to be able to at least take this tattoo. If you could take this tattoo, that tells about your health, that tells about your stamina, your strength, all that stuff. So, there's been a lot of different uses of it, where, some markings, they used them in war. These guys, the only way that they could tell each other in combat was that they all had the same tattoo markings. Like, I'm fighting and all I see is this tattoo out of the corner of my eye. I know that's one of my guys. I don't see that tattoo. I know I got to destroy this guy.
Yeah. That's cool. Good way to differentiate right there.
Yeah.
What I've been really I've been really admiring the Maori culture.
Oh yeah.
Even modern day face tattoos is still a normal thing. I see people that are in like political positions, or they're in a place where they have to like hold themselves or carry themselves a certain way, but still having those designs, those on their face, and then their culture is just so strong. It. I love it. I love that Maori culture.
Well, I
It's
mean, the
dope.
good thing about it is like a lot. Again, all cultures had that. All cultures had things like that. Not as extensive as all the face tattoos and stuff they've done,
Hmm.
but all cultures had it. The good thing about that culture is they actually still have a lot of it. They still have a lot of their culture right there. They still, have similar beliefs and know that power. And again, it marks their families. Some families have different symbols and things like that. Like, it's really, really special that they've kept that throughout
Yeah,
time. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that they are in a remote island. And, the
true.
conquerors couldn't come
That's
out and decimate, the society. And so they were able to keep that, thank goodness.
yeah,
And
that's awesome. That's awesome. So
yeah,
going back to the tattoo convention, I think there's a misconception or a confusion, because I've have had people ask, so at these conventions, do you get like a discount? Is there specials that they do, or how does the tattooing or getting tattooed at these shows work? Like, is it a place to where you can get like a flea market where you can bargain or stuff like that, or what is it?
I mean, the thing about a tattoo convention is you're going to be exposed to, at least our conventions, you're going to have at least 250 tattoo booths there. 2 artists per booth. You're talking 500 artists in one building. So it is a good time to shop around. It is a good time to ask questions, go see what's going on. This show is going to have some of the best people in the world. So I doubt that you're going to get a good deal.
Yeah,
I'd say you come to this show not for a good deal. You come for the amazing tattoo work that you're going to
yeah,
find and that you're going to
yeah,
get. You're
and,
going to
and
see.
and something that I think to keep in mind, is like you were saying, some of these artists are coming from Europe, from the East Coast. They're taking a hit financially just to come out here in the first place.
Absolutely.
The artists have to pay for their space at the convention. If they're from out of town, not driving distance, they have to get a hotel, a place to stay, the flight to get there, and then as well as feeding themselves. So there's a lot of
Absolutely.
expenses that come into this. So they definitely have to, you know, charge a little bit more to make up that cost. But like you were saying earlier, it's a hub of talent where
Major.
you might want to pull out a little bit of extra money to get that tattoo from that artist that you never thought you'd be able to go see in Italy or on the East Coast. Because they're coming here. It might be the time to book that appointment and finally get that session in.
Well, 100%. And then you have some artists that are booked out years. There's
Yep.
some artists that aren't even tattooing much. Like, for instance, I got this Chavez on my forearm by Big Sleeps at the Golden State Tattoo Expo. I didn't even plan on getting this
Luckily.
tattoo. I lucked out. That's what I'm saying.
Lucked
He doesn't
out.
even really do that many tats anymore. I lucked out. I got this tattoo there. It was a special thing. I get to keep it forever. And that's the kind of opportunity that it gives you guys there, because
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're talking Carlos Torres, you're talking Nico Hurtado, you're talking Tommy Montoya, like,
Elvis Ramos.
you're
gonna be
talking
there.
Elvis Ramos in the house. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be so many talented artists there that you might be able to book with them right now and get that slot just because they don't have anybody there because they left it open.
Yeah.
And you might get lucky. So check out the INKCON IG. We have a lot of artist links on there where you could go and check them out. Just go right to their stuff and just try to book with them now, because
Is there an artist list on the website?
there's an artist list on the website, but there's no links there. I'm
Okay.
trying to get the web guy to make links for him, but the thing is, we've probably put now about 70 artists on the website that are the attending artists, and so it's a lot of links for him to be linking up. So I'm
Got you,
sure he's
got you.
doing them, but he's doing them as he gets
I
them
think
done.
if at least their contact info is on there, like a email number or Instagram, however the artist wants to get their consultation set up by. But yeah, there's a ton of artists going to be at this thing for sure.
Yeah, and so basically what a tattoo convention is very similar to any other convention you go to. Like, if you go to, like, we did the LA Auto Show, the auto convention, and what did they do? They had some of their best models out on the floor. They let you test drive some stuff. Very similar to that. You're going to come, you're going to see some of our best work on the table right there. You're going to see our portfolios. Some people go all out decorating their booths. Some people have like buildings inside there with their booths decorated. I'm really excited to see what everybody's going to bring to the table. We're going to have a history display with stuff that you won't find in almost any tattoo shop that you go to, because this is stuff that is historic tattoo equipment. Good Time Charlie and Corey Miller are setting up a historical display that's going to have a booth set up to where like you're getting tattooed in like the 30s or 40s. We're gonna have Juan Puente there selling machines, some awesome machines.
awesome.
We're gonna have and I forgot this other artist's name, but he's a machine expert, and he's gonna be there. The only reason he's going to be there is to explain tattoo machines to people. So you come up to his booth, you could talk to him about machines. He's going to have a large display of old machines, new machines, talk to you about the way that they've evolved, talk to you about the way they perform, the right way to tune them and all that stuff. So if you do still use coils, if you are, wanting to learn coils, because a lot of people are using rotaries nowadays, this is another good show to go and gain that knowledge, where there's going to be a lot of people there that know how to do that stuff that you could talk to and gain that knowledge. Of course, you could still do the YouTubes and all that fun stuff, but there's nothing quite like that one-on-one interaction, hands-on exposure that you think you could get on YouTube, but really you miss so much.
Yeah,
you miss so much.
There's a knowledge and experience that you gain from being around other artists that you can't really get from watching a video.
100%. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's ask this question. When was your first tattoo expo or your tattoo convention? What was it?
My first tattoo convention was in Texas. I was traveling with a few friends that I met.
Was that an Ink Master show?
No. This is when I started traveling with Eddie Chapa, Angel, Rudy, and a few other homies. Bamboo, shout out Bamboo. We went to the Ink Life tour.
Ink Life tour.
I don't know if Ink Life is still going on.
I don't think.
But
it is.
Yeah, it was the first Ink Life tour. I don't know if it was the first one, but it was my first expo in Longview, Texas.
Longview.
And
wow.
I was fucking stoked. I was excited. We drove the whole way in an RV with 9 other artists.
You got the full experience.
I got the full experience. And I was doing that for a few years, but that was the first one, and I actually won my first award there.
No way.
Yeah.
What was the award?
Most unusual.
Oh, nice.
So I tattooed one of my homies, Jesse. We did Ubi, which I don't know what the fucking Ubi was, but I guess it's like a show where it's like a hand with eyeballs on it.
Yeah.
And it's just a talking hand.
Nice.
So I tattooed that on him. And when we got there, like the tattoo was already healed. When we got there, he's like, I'm going to win you an award today. And I was like, what? Like, so I wasn't like even thinking like I was worthy to enter a competition. Yeah. But he entered the competition, and I got first place, most unusual.
Wow.
And I was like, man, that was insane. And that same tattoo has actually won me a few awards at different shows.
Stop it.
Yeah, but yeah, Ink Life Tour, Texas, 2014? No, 2012.
Wow.
I forget. It was a while ago.
And that's a nice little tidbit of knowledge right there that so at these tattoo conventions, there's usually tattoo competitions. And these tattoo competitions range, I mean, from large black and gray, small black and gray, best cover up, most unusual, Aztecs, best sleeve, best leg sleeve, best back sleeve. Yeah. And the thing is, you don't have to be, that art doesn't have to be done by an artist that's at that show. You could go to any convention in the world with the tattoo that you have
already healed,
and submit it for a tattoo convention, for a tattoo show. Yep. So if you just love your tattoo, you think your tattoo is one of the best tattoos you've ever seen, go to a tattoo convention, put it up against another
win some awards for your artist.
Yeah, you could win some awards for your artist. You could win some awards for you. Take it home, hang up on your wall. Check this out. This tattoo won best of day. This tattoo won that won't be best of day.
Yeah, but the best of day, best of show. Those categories are for tattoos done at the
those
show.
Have to be done at that show, start to finish.
All the other categories, your tattoo does not have to be fresh. It can be done a different day from a different artist that's not even there.
Yeah. And that's what's special about tattoo conventions as well. Like, basically, we want to have a room just full of tattoo enthusiasts that like tattoos, that have tattoos, that want to get tattoos, that want to get tattoo removal for God's sakes. We are going to have a tattoo removal there. We're going to have, we're going to have everybody there.
I'll be at that booth for a little bit.
We're going to have everything there, dude. Like, anything that has to do with tattoos that you would be interested in is going to be at the INKCON. What we're doing with INKCON is we're bringing all of our experiences for all those hundreds and hundreds of freaking tattoo conventions that we've been at. We're bringing them to one building, the Ontario Convention Center, which the IE has not had a good tattoo show since, I want to say, 2014, 13 or something like that.
What show was that?
I don't remember the name of the show. And Deja went to that show. She said it was okay. It was a pretty decent show. Mm-hmm. But we are trying to bring the best tattoo show in Cali to the Ontario Convention Center. Now, we're going to try our best to do that. There are a bunch of other good shows here in Cali, but I'm going to tell you right now, with the level of artists that we have going to this show, with everything that we have planned for this show, it is going to be a completely unique experience that you have to be there. You have to be. If you like tattoos, if you're thinking about tattoos, you wonder about tattoos, come and experience tattoo life.
So what about people that aren't necessarily wanting to get tattooed? Maybe they're minors. Is there going to be things that they can participate in or do at the show, or like what other types of things besides just tattoos? Because I know there's some goodies planned. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, not just to mention, we already talked about the history, which is going to be awesome. We're also going to have a really beautiful art gallery set up, so we're going to have all kinds of beautiful art that you can buy, that you could bid on. We're thinking about doing a silent auction. We haven't 100% agreed on that yet, but we're talking about silent auction. So you can leave with some stuff. We're also trying to do like these awesome selfie wall exhibits, like selfie stations where you could come take some pictures with some stuff. We're working on these old school cutouts where you put your head in, and that's the thing. A lot of tattoo shops have those where you could put your head in and you could be like a tattooed buff guy, or you could be like, whatever, dude. So we got a bunch of cool stuff going on. Not to mention, we've got painting seminars going on. Big Sleeps is doing a painting seminar.
Sleeps.
Yeah, dude. Sean Barber just confirmed that he's going to do a painting seminar. So
Those are both legends right there.
Yeah, you don't even have to be a tattooer to get value from this. Just as an artist, I mean, if you're a letterhead, I highly recommend you come to the Big Sleep seminar. His letters, his fucking calligraphy style is insane, super unique.
They're all over his books. His lettering books are all over the place.
Yeah, like
everywhere.
Like Big Sleeps is a legend already, but I mean he's only growing and getting bigger and better. I mean he's doing big murals and stuff all over the world.
Yeah, still grinding hard.
Still grinding hard.
Working every day.
Yeah, absolutely, killing it. And then Sean Barber, I mean, his oil paintings are insane. I mean, he does a lot of tattoo imagery, a lot of tattoo portraits of tattooers, which I love. I mean, some of those portraits and things that I've seen him do are spectacular. Man, that one we saw, he has one at 6 feet under that Corey has. It's just, it's gorgeous, man. But
of Corey?
No, it's of is it Rick Walters or Good Time Charlie? One of the OGs. It's one of the OGs, but it's a beautiful piece, man. And he's going to be doing a painting seminar, showing you how to paint. So again, if you're just a painter, you're an artist, you want to get up on it. His oil paintings are spectacular. You should definitely come to that seminar. Those will both be on Sunday. So Big Sleeps is Sunday from 11 to 3. Sean, we haven't knocked down yet, but locked down the exact time yet. But it's going to be after 3, so probably around 4.
Solid.
But we're real excited. We're real excited about that, dude. I mean,
so I know that there's going to be some cool cars posted up as well.
There's going to be some awesome cars parked in the South Plaza of the convention center. So we called in some awesome some awesome car clubs, and they're bringing some of their best cars, bro. They're bringing some of the best, hottest cars that you're going to be able to see in the streets.
Is there going to be a competition for the cars?
We definitely want to give away a few awards. We can't do a car show per se because of legal reasons and insurance reasons and things of that nature. But we are going to give away awards for the best paint, best car, most unusual, stuff like that to the people that are coming, because these car guys, they love that stuff.
Yeah. I love seeing them, man. I wish I had money to put into a car like that, because
you will.
Those costs.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
you're talking 60,
we were at the LA Auto Show. Yeah.
Oh, those
minimum 30, 40, 50 and up.
Some of those were $200,000 cars.
Yeah, just
easily.
The paint job in some cases.
Oh yeah,
is like 10, 20 grand.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wow,
spectacular. And we're gonna have things like that there. Not to mention, we're going to have amazing vendors that are going to be selling unique products that, again, do pertain to the industry, do kind of have like that dark, edgy vibe, but great products. I mean, we're going to have taxidermy there with, bugs and animals and stuff like that. You don't really get to see that stuff too often. We're going to have native cultural items and things for sale. We're going to have like the geodes and the rocks and stuff for healing purposes and all that fun stuff. Like if it pertains to tattoo and in our industry, something similar, we're going to have it there. Trying to think of some of the other vendors that we get. I mean, there's just one. What are they called? I don't know, but they sell these really cool like baby clothes for little kids and kids clothes, but they're all kind of like 50s inspired, rockabilly inspired clothes. Really cool stuff. Like, really excited to see that. So all the unique, clothing companies and things that we're going to have involved are definitely going to have really cool setups. And again, even if you're not getting tattooed, there's going to be plenty of giveaways. They're going to be giving away stickers and artwork and all kinds of stuff. So,
so I have a question for the tattoo competitions. Since they're the people that are putting the show on are tattooers, somebody brought this up to me about them not being able to enter the tattoo competitions. How do you feel about that? I feel like
Well, here's
it's
the
like
thing.
a gray area.
I don't think there's a problem with it. One, because we're not judging it. We're not going to be the judges of the competition. So yeah, it's our show, but we're not the judges. All right. And when it comes to the tattoo competition, it's supposed to be, you're not supposed to know who the artist is. They're just judging the tattoo for what it is. Okay.
True.
Number two, some of the best guys in the world are going to be there.
Yeah. So it's like the competition you want to be
The
a part of.
competition is going to be tough, and it's a competition you want to be a part of because, yeah, you're comparing yourself to some of the best in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, am I going to want to have stuff in the competition? Yeah, absolutely. Am I working on stuff that I already told people that I want you in the competition? Yeah, 100%. Because, again, these guys are the best. I want to be with the best. I mean, why do this if you're not trying to be,
exactly.
Along some of the best in the world? And I mean, like looking at Corey's podcast and the podcast he's been doing and stuff, like, and like what the event you went to the other day, what was it called?
The Explorer Tattoo Conference.
Explorer Tattoo Conference. Like, I've just been getting so much inspiration lately. Like, it really has affected my work, man.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the stuff that I've been doing has really, my game has stepped up, and I'm really excited, man, because I have been, I do always want to learn. I do always want to try to improve, always. But the thing is, I feel like we're leveling up, and with this level up, our work has to level up as well.
Exactly. Especially at this event, man. Because, like, when the idea first came around, it was just a tattoo convention, artists hanging out, tattooing. Cool. But now it's like, okay, there's so many dope artists going to be here. Mm-hmm. I got to bring A game. I got to bring some, I got to do something that stands out, Yeah. So it's kind of like lighting a fire under me. As well as doing those seminars like the one I did in LA, the Explorer Tattoo Conference, where it was inspiring, and now I'm like, okay, I gotta bring some shit out for this show.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
and that's
gonna be dope.
And again, like in our industry, a lot of times we are just kind of in our own little bubble. We're in the shop. We're only messing with the shop and people around us and things like that. This is a great opportunity as an artist to meet other artists, talk to other artists. Like, that video Corey shot with us the other day. Like, one of the best thing about going to a convention is meeting the other artists, seeing what they're doing, seeing their style, seeing how it could influence you. Again, like like Freddie said, like, don't necessarily judge somebody's tattoo, but look at it, appreciate what they did, see what they're bringing to the table, see what you
the
can
little
learn from.
things that they did that are different, that stand out.
There's always something you could learn from. There's always something you could learn from and see. 100%. Like, I mean, for instance, like Robbie, like you said, Robbie Latos, like, his stuff is super inspiring to me and to you and to a lot of people, just because it's new and it's different.
It's different.
And it's just like, I'm doing stuff that I think is similar to what he's doing, which isn't, but to me it is. And to me, it's taking my stuff to a whole nother level, which I'm going to be able to create my own style and my own thing just from utilizing what he's doing. Other thing, like I did a tattoo yesterday that the client brought me in reference. It was like an OG Abel piece. Okay. Sick ass fucking piece, dude. A bunch of angels. But we had to change it up, so I put some wings in it, kind of pulled them apart, did a little bit different. But it was the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. OG Abel chess piece.
Solid.
And just again, like it was almost like a study of OG Abel's artwork, which I did in college. In college, like we would study Rembrandt, and then we had to paint an image like Rembrandt. We would study Picasso and have to do something like Picasso. We would study whoever and do something like that. Because when you do that, when you try to copy another artist's work, you basically do things that you're not going to do on your own. You're making decisions that you wouldn't have made on your own. You're making decisions that are trying to be like the decisions they made, and that already is going to inform your mind and inform your style. Just because, like, oh shit, that worked this way. I wouldn't have done that. But now I am, and now, oh man,
it's kind of like when you get tattooed by somebody, and you maybe consciously or subconsciously take something from the way they tattooed you.
Oh yeah,
and you start seeing it in your work, or at least hints of it.
Oh yeah, and it's not necessarily something that they did in the tattoo. It might be how they wiped you. It might be how they prepared it.
Yeah.
It might be how they finished it.
Little techniques or little things to wipe or
little things you saw like,
oh,
what is that? I never seen that. I never did that. I mean, one of the artists, Josh, Fill the Ink over at Oceanside, showed me a technique yesterday where he finished the tattoo and then applied ink on top of the tattoo, rubbed it in, and then wiped it off. And I was like, I've never seen that done before. And it definitely.
What does that do?
So the color in particular that he used, it made it look just a lot more make it a lot more opaque, It was weird, dude. It made it look a lot more saturated. Like I
Okay.
saw it before, and I was like, okay, yeah, it's pretty well
he
done
was
tattoo.
like massaging it into the area of that color.
Where he wanted it,
I
where
guess
he
that makes
wanted it.
sense. You're kind of working in the ink.
The ink, because it's already open flesh anyway.
Yeah.
And you're putting that color back in the ink. And I was like, oh,
never thought
shit.
about
And,
that.
and he
Yeah.
showed it to me after, and he was telling me that he saw somebody do it, and he learned from them and got passed down. And it's the same thing where it's like, I've been tattooing 22 years and never seen it.
Yeah, yeah. And there's probably not a YouTube video out there.
No, it ain't no damn YouTube
Actually,
video for
well,
that.
just this one now.
Yeah, this one, but it ain't him doing it. It ain't him showing you how to do it. And
Yeah.
I specifically was not specific about what he did, what color he used, and everything, because that's his thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to try to give away his thing. If he wants to share it, he could share it.
Yeah,
but I'm just
exactly.
saying, using that as an example of, we're learning new things every day. And as an artist, you should go to a convention, check out what they're doing, look at it, learn it. Especially if you're one of these new YouTube artists that learned on YouTube, that's only been tattooing at their house, only been doing things like that. This is a perfect place for you to gain years and years of knowledge in one building in one day or 3 days over the life of the show.
And I think that's what helped advance my technical ability
100%.
was doing conventions.
Oh, yeah.
Because like when I was home, you're surrounded by artists that are doing similar things that you're doing, because in California, it's black and gray it's the mecca of black and gray, But when you go to areas where the styles majority is different, like neo-traditional, new school, stuff like that,
yeah.
you don't see that too often in California.
Yeah.
So
Not as
when I
often,
was
yeah.
doing conventions and seeing that type of work, I think that influenced the way I tattoo as well.
100%.
And then seeing, artists firsthand, asking questions, talking to artists and about how they approach things. Like the artists I was working with at home were probably like close to the same amount of time tattooing that I've been. So our knowledge is limited, I mean, like two heads are better than one, but if the
100%.
two heads think the same way, is it really better than one?
I mean, it still is, but definitely not
Yeah.
as good as somebody that's,
Yeah.
and that's the cool thing about conventions as well is people don't mind you watching them. Like specifically, they're there to be watched. So if you're an artist trying to gain knowledge, my first convention, going back to the question I asked you, was at the Cow Palace Body Art Expo in San Francisco.
Okay.
And
That one still goes on, right?
yeah, that still goes on to this day. Definitely not as good as it was back then. But I mean, we're talking 2003, 20 years ago. Yeah, it's crazy. Roman was just coming up in the game. He was killing it. That was like Roman's like peak of when he was just starting to knock shit out and people were getting blown and blown
People
away.
seeing the biomech and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
everybody was tripping. I remember I was trying to do that shit. But that was the first time I saw Tony Ciavaro's work. And Tony Ciavaro, he's more of a
Ooh.
neo-traditional artist too.
Like
and
new school, neo-traditional.
super new
yeah.
school, super neo-traditional. His colors are so super saturated. And when I just looked at him and studied what he was doing, he was moving his machine so slow
Yeah.
and so methodical and such tight circles and everything. I was just like, oh my God. Like I'd never seen it tattooed.
Yeah.
I'd never seen a tattoo done like that. I'm just like, oh my God. Like it
Yeah.
just changed my whole game. And then one of my homies got tattooed by him, won best of the day that day. And he was telling Tony, like, hey, I'm gonna enter this in best of the day. And Tony's like, nah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Hey, you don't even have to. Fucking my boy enters it, wins
not
best of the
doing
day, brings the award back to Tony. It was fucking cool, man. But I'm telling you, then you get to see how they promote their stuff. He was selling T-shirts, he was selling books, he was selling all this stuff, and it was just like, man, so fucking cool, dude. That art can be. I mean, there's a lot of different art markets out there, but art can be what you want it to be. Especially like as a tattooer, we have fucking free reign to be our own boss, to make our own art, to sell our own products. And it's a really fucking cool thing, which is why going to a room full of 250 different booths is going to be a really special experience because super inspiring. Like I said, as an artist, as just a person, as somebody curious, as a client, I mean, as a collector, it's going to be a really special experience, especially since our first annual at the beautiful Ontario Convention Center. It's going to be great weather.
Venue.
Dude, it's a beautiful venue. It's across the street from the Ontario International Airport. So no matter where you're at in the world, you fly in, it's across the street.
It's a mile away. Literally a mile away.
It's a mile away.
I mean, you can cross the street, but to get there by vehicle, it's like a mile.
Yeah.
Which is nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
You don't have to deal with the LA traffic. You don't have to deal with California drivers. You don't have to deal with any of that. Literally, there's hotels right there. There's restaurants right there. It's all in that whole little zone. Like right down the street is Victoria Gardens if you want to do some crazy shopping. The Ontario Mills Mall is right there. So Really special venue, really special show. It took us years to get to where we're at to have this show.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, man, it just keeps getting bigger and better.
Through the pandemic, all that stuff. Because, yeah, we've been talking about it since before that.
I really wish you'd have went on the walkthrough with us the other day.
I wish I could have been
Because
there,
it was fuck. I mean, telling you, not only was it a cool experience, just starting to visualize where we're gonna have it, but they showed me this upstairs office that we have access to.
Can we schedule another one? Just because
I'm sure we can.
I want to go check it out, man. Like,
yeah,
the Explore Tattoo Conference. That's the reason I couldn't make it, but I booked that like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago.
Oh yeah, you got it.
So
yeah.
I was like, fuck, it sucks that it landed on the same day as the walkthrough, but
yeah, how random, right? On a Tuesday.
Yeah. but it was cool. That tattoo conference, you know, there's a few artists there that are gonna go to the show. That already said they got their booths.
100%.
They're gonna be there, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
and that's it's really exciting to see the outpouring of artists support for it. I mean, it's all for Freddie and Corey, 100%, which as it should be because they're the OGs, they're the ones. Yeah. You know, this is a show for Freddie, dude, to just help his legacy, to just fucking just show everything that he's done and what he in his career. And this is like the pinnacle of that shit, man. Because at this point, you know, he's getting older. I'm not saying he's ready to retire because the work he's still doing is fucking killer.
He's still trying to keep going.
He's
still trying to grow more. Like he said it on the podcast that we had with him the other time. And I love that he's so open to the new things going on.
He is.
Like, for example, he's been on so many podcasts by now, you know,
oh my gosh,
telling his story. And his story, you know, you hear more of his story as the podcasts go on. He's getting more comfortable, but he's using what was provided to us to help promote his projects,
100%.
Which is, you know, something that is necessary.
Especially
in the time we're in.
Oh yeah, dude, and it's cool for me to see that too because, like I said, like to me, I've been tattooing 20 years, dude. So when I see some of these youngsters on IG or on fucking TikTok or whatever talking shit, I'm just thinking in my head, like, dude, I don't want to hear what this fucking kid. This kid doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. This kid's just fucking making shit up, but with fucking 3 years experience, acting like he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah.
Which, okay, cool. Be confident, cool. Share your knowledge, share your information. I want to hear from the people that fucking lived it. I want to hear from the people that know. And that's why, again, this show's also very special, is because we're bringing these OGs in and we're trying to connect the OGs with the modern media experience. We want to kind of make it okay for them because a lot of the way that we used to do things is word of mouth advertising. A lot of the way that we used to do things is just all old school. Like, this is how we do it. This is me. It's almost like people feel like, oh, you're putting yourself out there too much. It's like narcissistic or arrogant or something like that. And really, it's not like that. It's about putting yourself out there and selling yourself and selling your product and letting people know what you're bringing to the table. There's so much noise nowadays that if you don't do that, you'll be
drowned out.
You will be drowned out into obscurity. And that's exactly what I don't want for some of the people that I've looked up to. Yeah. People that I've looked up to in my career, I want to say, hey, no, please come out and talk and let these motherfuckers know what time it is. Yeah. Because really, it's like, I get it, dude. The youngsters and the kids and everything, they're going to jump on the media first and they're going to have it because it's their generation. This is what everybody's doing. But like I said, I think the real value of it is to take this stuff and this knowledge into posterity, into the future. These podcasts that Freddie's been doing, the podcasts that we've been doing, these are going to exist long after we're dead. Yeah. One day somebody could be watching this fucking podcast right now, my family, my people, whatever. I'm long dead, long gone. But they're going to see this to this day and be like, oh, that was fucking Gramps right there.
That's the awesome part. Yeah, right?
Yes.
Like our kids, you know, our kids, our grandkids surfing through YouTube and they see something like, hey, this guy kind of looks like my grandpa.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh shit, it is my grandpa. You know?
Yeah. Like they could be watching right now the 20th annual Trusted Tattoo Gathering. Yeah. The 20th annual INKCON, bro. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? And the thing is, like, that's fucking special. And I wish I had more of that. Like, I wish I had my pops when he was in his prime doing his thing and shit. Like, I hear all these stories about my dad or about my grandpas and shit like that. And I was like, fuck. Like,
you wish you could see that.
Yeah, dude, because it just wasn't around back then. It wasn't popular. It wasn't its thing. Just like Freddie was saying, like, he was doing all these movies and shit. Con Air, Blood In, Blood Out, Blade, all this shit. And you're like, what the fuck? I was watching all these movies. I'm looking at all these movies now just to see fucking Freddie's credit in the fucking credits. Yeah. But it's like, holy shit.
No, it is wild. And just to touch on Blood In, Blood Out, which is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Seen it like 50, 60, 70 times.
Oh, yeah.
I used to watch that movie before bed, and I'd fall asleep watching that movie. But the scene where Freddy's in,
Super
I
short.
recognized him.
Yeah, me
and
too.
I was like, man, that guy looks like Freddie Negretti, dude. That fool looks like Freddie Negretti. And then once I was talking to Deja, and I asked her one day, and I was like, hey, was Freddie in Blood and Blood Out? Oh yeah. He's been in a few movies. And I was like, fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
He was a big dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, dude. Like, again, it just seems like our memories are so short. We forget like all the cool shit people have done. And it's like, dude, we got to talk about these things. We got to let people know that one, all this people, I'm getting into this, I'm getting into that. Dude, it's been done. It's been done. Show that respect for the OGs. Show that respect for what's happened. One, because it's going to help your own knowledge. Two, it's going to make you even better. Because knowledge is power. So you start to know these things, you start to see these things, see what they've done. Then guess what? Now that I could do this, I could do X, I could do Y, I could do Z. Just because you know what happened with fucking W back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's special, man. And this show has needed to happen. One, with music going away, with Ink and Iron going away, with COVID happening and shit. The tattoo scene has been, I don't want to say decimated, but it really seemed like the scene just kind of died out.
Yeah.
Because everybody was scared. Everybody's intimidated. There's different things. Even when we were first playing the show, remember we were talking about having fucking tunnels that you would go through that would spray a disinfectant on you.
Yeah, having clear vinyl coverings between each booth.
For having filters
reasons.
all over the convention hall.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. We were actually talking about doing that.
Yeah.
Thank God we don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But that's
especially with tattooing, that it's such an intimate experience. You know, you're in fucking face to face with an artist for hours and hours,
Yeah.
So like the pandemic was just like, man, it was terrible.
It was terrible, man.
But we're making a comeback. And I think this show's gonna help bring that confidence back, especially here in California. That California's a little soft sometimes, but
it can be soft, dude. It can be soft, and some people say people have a lot to lose out here. Some people say, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with these soft fools right now. But the cool thing about the Ontario Convention Center is our Ontario Convention Center is blowing the fuck up right now. Yeah. When I did that walkthrough, she's a director of exhibiting or something. Basically, she's the one that's in charge of the show, making sure everything goes down for us, working directly with us. Her name's Tina. She said, I don't think you guys are prepared for how many people are going to show up to the show.
That's so good to hear.
And man. I'm like, in my head, I stopped for a minute. I'm like, wait, am I prepared for all the fucking people that are going to show up? And then I told her, oh, no, we're prepared.
Oh, no, we know.
We're prepared.
Already know.
Yeah, and she's like, every event we've had here lately has been blowing up. It's been doing its thing. I'm like, oh, man, dude.
Hell yeah.
And like with the promo that Freddie's been doing, with the promo that all the artists are doing, with the billboards that we got coming up, like, I know this shit's going to crack. Mm-hmm. And I'm just so excited, bro. I ordered the lanyards yesterday. We spent $3,000 on lanyards.
And we got the awards being made right now.
The awards are being processed, bro. It's all so close.
Yeah.
It's all so close. Dude, all the new sponsors have put in work. Again, in the walkthrough, she was telling us where we could hang banners and things we could do. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Just, yes.
Yeah, let's see if we can set up another walkthrough, man, because
I'm sure we can.
I missed out, bro. I missed out.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I wanted to be there. I had already committed to the...
Like, I'll show you the office that we're going to get for the weekend. That's just going to be for us. It's actually huge. I was thinking we could have, like, something private stuff for us in there. Like, our families could be chilling in there, whatever, if we need to.
Yeah.
Which has a bird's eye view of the whole convention hall. So we're sitting up there looking at everybody.
Quality video shots up there.
Oh, beautiful, dude. I was thinking we could just have a GoPro, just run time lapse every day. Fucking Friday, Saturday, Sunday, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, that would be dope.
It'd be epic. It'd be epic.
It'd be a dope video for the
totally. Especially if we did like load in Thursday, like we started Thursday and we just did load in and shit just slowly filled up. Yeah. I think it'd be really cool. Yeah.
Sick.
So again.
So before we move on, so for the artists that are attending, there's gonna be like a pre-hangout, right? Pre-party at 6 Feet Under.
6 Feet Under. Yeah, so we're planning it right now. We're gonna announce more.
Is it
and more.
Just for the artists that are attending the show, or?
It's mainly for the artists that are attending the show because we want everybody to kind of meet and talk and break bread and bullshit.
Yeah,
because what I originally wanted to do is I wanted to have like a buffet style breakfast every morning. So that we could break bread together and talk and do all that shit. But
the venue's not really wanting that. Huh?
Venue's not into it. Price is not into it. We couldn't really find a good location for it. And plus, once the show is on, you know how it is.
Yeah.
You fucking wake up, you go tattoo, you fucking go home, you sleep, you wake up, you go tattoo, you go. So it's not really, we're thinking the pre-party's good because everybody's not in like work mode yet. Everybody's still in like pre-mode. So we could chill, party, have a good time, and then start the show. I think it'd be a great way to start the show. I mean, we're thinking about having Corey's band perform, which is really super dope. I'm trying to get an alcohol sponsor to come in and just sponsor with alcohol. I'm actually talking to Tony Hawk's Brewery, the Black Plague Brewery, just because we work with them so much. So I'm trying to get them involved, man. Oh, it'd be so perfect, bro.
It'd be perfect,
so perfect, bro. So I'm excited about that, and I figure if we could get them to sponsor that event, then we could give them a booth, and they could just kind of sell their products and just maybe give out samples or something, because we can't serve. It's totally weird. I mean, the convention center wants total control of food and beverages, which kind of sucks because I really wanted to bring out some food trucks. Like I said, we're renting the whole South Plaza. We could have just had 6 food trucks there, and anybody could eat whatever they want. But they really want to control that. So,
so talking about sponsorships, I want to give the people a chance to be somewhat of a sponsor. You know. And what I mean by that is I'm going to be giving away a tattoo. I don't know if Joey's going to participate in that or maybe another artist. But to help us promote the show, we want you guys to make a video about INKCON, post it to your TikTok, post it to your Instagram, tag INKCON, tag Body Art Bus Podcast, and make the video about what your next tattoo is going to be. And maybe it's going to be at the show, you know, talk about the show and how you're excited to be there. And after the show, we'll be picking a winner to get tattooed. So with your endorsement, call it a sponsorship.
There you go.
You're helping us promote the show. If you're in an Empire, OC, LA, SD, wherever, we would love to have you. We would love your support. And this is what we can offer back. So let's see who's about it.
Yeah, that'd be exciting. And the thing is, again, the whole role of this is to combine the media with the traditional medium of tattooing. You know, it's a tattoo forum. So it's perfect for us. Again, you as a client, I'd definitely like to see your media, your video of what you expect, what you want to do, what you want to see at the show. You could go through our list of attending artists and see which artists you'd want to get work done by. I mean, I was already freaking 20 artists that I want to get work done by on our attending artist list, you know. But I'm going to be the host. I'm going to be hosting. Me and Big Frank are going to be hosting. So you're going to hear me a lot this weekend, or that weekend, excuse me. And just making sure everybody's happy, healthy, and having a good time. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing the podcast, running the podcast, see what we're going to run with and take charge of.
I'm excited about that. A little nervous about it just because, you know, going to be working with other people, but it's going to be a good experience.
It's going to be a good experience, man. It's going to be real special. Everybody's real excited, man. Chris is excited. I know Rock World G's excited. Freaking Iconic's excited. I'm still trying. I'm trying to get to the Tattoo Guardians, man. But
I think
they're hard to
I think Deja mentioned that Hoodstock.
Hoodstock that they wanted to do
say
it.
they'd be down to
That'd
do
be
it.
perfect, dude.
Maybe we can jump on their podcast before the show.
Yes.
But definitely have them there to hang out, participate, and it'd be cool.
That'd be epic,
I like their
man.
vibe. I like their vibe. The host of that one, he's
100%. I'll smoke with him. You know, like I said, Freddie's sober. So I don't think he should even have been smoking in front of him. Like I saw that and I'm thinking in my head, like, dog, put that shit out.
Yeah.
But if I'm there, I'll fucking pass it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I think it's part of his like ritual, like intro.
I've seen
another one of the podcasts.
Yeah, because then I think he noticed, because as the podcast went further, you saw he would turn his head and blow his head the smoke away from Freddie.
Yeah.
So I don't know if maybe Deja told him or something happened. Yeah. But at first he was just smoking willy nilly, and then he started blowing it away from Freddie, which I appreciated, because it's like, dude, you can't be forcing somebody who's sober.
Yeah, but he didn't know the story, you know. Maybe he didn't know that he was.
Maybe he didn't.
You know,
Maybe he didn't.
Give him the benefit of the doubt on that, because I didn't know Freddie's full story, you know, and I feel like I'm starting to really know who Freddie is based on the podcast I've been watching that he's been on. I kind of just knew Freddie's like the fucking Black and Gray, one of the fathers of Black and Gray. You know, dope artist, still killing it, still fucking grinding hard.
Still getting better, still improving.
Knowing that, you know, the pain that he's gone through with his sons, losing his sons, but not knowing the whole story, not even knowing that he was on the verge of dying, and finding faith and having belief in the faith to help him have a second chance.
Yeah, that was
that's, man. If you guys haven't seen the Hoodstock interview with Frey Negretti, man, that one was intense, emotional, man.
When I watched it was already up to 25K views.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of.
Well, he does that shit live. which is cool because like when I was watching it, you can see the comment section like going up, like if it was still alive. A lot of people in those comments were talking shit about IE, you know, like fucking. It was funny. It was like roasting IE, you know, but there's also people roasting OC in
yeah,
LA.
I mean, yeah, everybody's gonna have their opinions.
It's all love.
Yeah, it's all love. It's all Cali. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, there's that NorCal, SoCal thing.
Yeah.
There's that. Yeah, if you go into Pasadena, I remember I was walking in Pasadena one time, and some chick was eating dinner, right? And it was just me and the homies, and I heard her tell her friends, "I thought the IE closed at 8." They are laughing. I was like, this bitch right here. Like, what the fuck? But it's because that's a particular style. It's a particular look. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it is a thing. It definitely is a thing. But that goes to show why tattoos are so prevalent here in the IE. Why? I mean, everybody's tatted. Everybody's tatted. It's a part. It's a part of the freaking heritage here, really.
Yeah.
It's a part of the lifestyle.
I think now more than ever, we have to unite, man, because, I mean, not to get political, but this country, bro, we're divided. And California, man, we have such a huge footprint on this country that we have to come together and show the rest of the country, like, hey, it's all love. Let's unite, regardless of where you come from, what your background is, you know.
Well, I think, I think now, again, like, the more knowledge we're gaining and the more it's history that's being exposed and things that are being exposed about the past and things, I think forgiveness is going to be a big thing for everybody, because one, nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Yeah. Two, you have to make decisions and choices based on your situation. And every situation in this world, every time, every place, every person is going to make different choices at different times because they have no choice.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking to somebody yesterday, like, hey, we're all products of our environment. Whatever environment you live in, you're a product of it. Now, that's your parents, it's your grandparents, it's your uncles, it's your school you went to, all that, because those experiences shape who you're going to be. So, like, you know, you talk about slavery, you talk about fucking colonization, you talk about all this shit that happened in the past. Ugly, dark, horrible. But it took all that to get us to where we are today. Yep. It took all that. California, 7th biggest economy in the entire country. Well, it was. I don't know what it is now. And that's not because of the OC. It's not because of IE. It's not because of NorCal, SoCal. It's because of all of it. It's the whole fucking thing. It's everybody. It's everybody putting in the work. Everybody getting shit done. You know what I mean? So again, forgiveness, acceptance, be fucking nice. Be fucking nice, because you don't know what the fuck's going on with people. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Honestly, I'm not a gang member. I don't have any fucking allegiance to a specific place, you know, to where I was born or any. I don't care about that. My value is my family. My value is my profession and love, bro. Love for all of us, bro. Some people don't have much. They're small-minded. They haven't had experience with the world, experience with a lot of different people doing a lot of different things, man, because Cali is actually a drop in the fucking bucket, dude, compared to the whole planet. Like, there's not a person alive that has been to the whole planet. It can't be done. It's impossible. You could walk the entire earth, your entire life, and never and
still miss a lot of shit.
You ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna happen. Yeah. The world is like a fucking. That's what they say. Like, traveling is like basically trying to, like, if you travel, it's like trying to read a book without opening the pages, without traveling. In order to travel, you have to travel this world and go see different things in order to start reading this book. In order to start experiencing this book, because then you realize
that's a good little analogy.
There's all these different people all over the world, and all these different people are here, which is why this country's so special. Yeah. We have some of the best people from all over the world are right here, which is why this country's so great. Which is, do we have racism?
Which is why we have to set the example for the rest of the world, man. Like, hey, we can be from different backgrounds, ethnicities, and still come together and still have love for one another.
And that's why the Trusted Tattoo Gathering, that's why we have the sun wheel. The sun wheel is an ancient fucking symbol that brings people together, north, east, south, and west. That symbol is to unite. That is a uniting symbol. So again, it's like when you come into battle, when you go on and riding in and you have this symbol of love, of bringing everybody together, that's why we have that symbol. That's what that means to me. You know what I mean? I want people from all over the world there. I want artists from all different walks of life. I want people that are doing all kinds of different things so that it is a true gathering of artists. It's a true gathering of talent all in one place, bro. Like, it's going to be insane. It's really going to be insane, dude. Just the energy in the room. It's going to be kind of like going to a sick concert where everybody's vibing and it's just like the whole energy of the room is just going to be vibrating, bro. I'm really excited for June 2nd,
I'm excited,
34th.
man. I'm stoked on it. It's getting more and more real, you know, like it's already real now, but you know, we're literally 2.5 months away.
Yeah.
And it's going to be dope. It's going to be dope, man. I don't even know how to put it into words.
No, I know. And that's the thing. You don't even really have to, dude. We're doing our best right now to prepare everything. We're doing our best to make sure it's going to be a great freaking show. And we're doing our best to get it out as many people as possible.
Yep.
You know?
That's all we can do.
That's all we could really do, man. And then come what may, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even really stressed about it. Like, people are like, oh, you got fucking worried about this or about, nah, man, because honestly, bro, and it was crazy when Freddie was talking to God. Yeah, about how God saved him and God put him here and God did this. And I'm telling you, bro, God told me to have this show. Mm-hmm. God told me, hey, you need to have this show. This is what you got to do. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. That's why I haven't been stressed the whole time. Because to me, he's got it. This ain't even my show. This is his show.
Yeah.
I'm just facilitating it.
Yeah. He says, just follow the path and I'm going to put the right connections.
I'm walking it, bro. Boom. And guess what? Everything's falling into place. Yeah. And like Freddie said, even on that interview, he was like, well, Joey was like, you know, all you have to do is be the figurehead and shit. Yeah. But I can't just be the figurehead.
Like, no, he's like, I'm in it. I'm into this.
Yeah. And that wasn't me.
I was like, fuck yeah.
I didn't do that to Freddie. I didn't say, hey, bro. I was like, hey, bro, all you got to do, you just be the host, bro.
And low key, when he mentioned my name in the podcast, I was like, holy fuck.
Talking about me.
I was like, he's talking about me, dog.
Yeah.
That shit fucking blows my mind. You know,
it's huge.
Him being somebody that I didn't know and looked up to, you know, and being part of an event with him. Oh man, it's super humbling, man. Who's there? Oh, shit, what the fuck happened?
Yeah,
bro.
Hold
on. Camera just like timed out. That's weird.
Mine?
Yeah.
It does that, remember?
No. Oh yeah, it is a battery because I just charged it.
Yeah, I know. I swapped it.
This battery? Oh, you swapped it?
No, I mean when I saw my charge, I swapped one. Yeah, bro, because I mean, you look at Freddie and all these legends and all these people that are going to be there, and I'm telling you, dude, like, I remember coming up and just wanting to talk to these people, wanting to meet these people, wanting to just say what's up to these people, dude, and they wouldn't really give me the time of day, you know, because who am I? I'm just some random kind of artist, and I got these fools calling me, I got these fools texting me about the show and everything, and it's just like, you know, there's certain levels and there's certain timing, and there's just things take time, bro. You put in
the time, man. You put in the time, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even with the body art bus, like in the beginning, you know, you've told me you've gone through your people with doubt saying like, oh, this is bullshit. This is stupid. It's not going to work.
Oh, yeah.
And now people all over SoCal, even out of California, hitting you up, wanting you at the event.
It's crazy.
And then artists being like, bro, this is such a genius idea. Mm-hmm. When 10 years ago, it was like, this is not a good idea.
What are you doing, dude?
Yeah, what is this? Smart. What is this? Yeah. But, it's innovation.
Yeah, bro.
You got to get with it or get left behind.
100%, dude. And that's what I want to do with this show. I want this show to affect everybody's career in the best way, even the OGs, even the youngsters, like everybody. I want to bring all the stuff that's going to benefit everybody to just improve our entire industry.
You want to get that web of connections.
Absolutely.
Connect more, make that network bigger. You know, strengthen the tattoo community.
100%. Do strengthen the tattoo community. Give these guys, again, an outlet of something that they're looking forward to do, to meet each other, to come hang out with each other, to fucking help improve each other. Hey, next year we're going to do this. Next year we're going to do that. Like, I definitely, I want to see shit like that. I want to feel stuff like that at the show. And it looks like that's going to go down, dude. I mean, we got the guys coming in. They're going to do the tap method. We got the guys coming in doing the Tabori method. We got some cool shit, man. That is just going to be, it's going to be a spectacular show. I mean, I've been looking at like some of the Villain Arts posts and stuff like that of their shows and stuff that they're doing. And I'm just like, man, what Troy's done is epic. What Troy's done is epic. What Ray's done is epic. They create these shows constantly. I don't know how many freaking shows I have a year. I'm having trouble just putting one together. Yeah. And these guys are doing 60 freaking shows. But it's again, it's a really special thing. And you look at how people look up to Troy and Ray and how these guys bring artists together, bro. Artists, again, that would never fuck with each other. Yeah. But they're here at this show. They're having a good time. They're making money. That's what I want this show to be for us. We need it out here in Cali, dude. Yeah. We fucking need it.
Oh, it's going to be dope, man. It's going to be epic. So yeah, that's just to kind of touch on the topic. A tattoo convention is a gathering of artists of talent, showcasing their work and other things as well, other creative expressions there, bringing the people from the area, whether they're from town or out of town, to be a part of that, and potentially get a tattoo by an artist that you would have not been able to otherwise. It's not a place where you can get a discount. You know, these artists have expenses that they're taking on just to be here. So, you know, be respectful when you do come to the event. You know, don't expect a discount. You know, if they like your energy, they like your vibe, maybe they'll hook you up.
Yeah, you might get lucky.
But these artists are all sought after, so don't be surprised if they're booked out pretty quickly. So get there Friday to book your appointment, or reach out to them ahead of time.
Yeah, and that's a great recommendation, because Friday is normally the slow day. Yeah. Friday is normally the day that when I go to conventions, I'll book my whole weekend out. Yeah. So if you want to get tattooed, your best bet is to get there early Friday, come talk to artists, look at all the artists, and then fucking drop a deposit and get on it quick. Because if you wait, they're going to be booked. It's only 3 days. You know, you think, 3 days is a long time. 3 days is not a long time. So you go there Friday, shop around, find the artists you want, drop a deposit right away so that you could have that artist's time.
And don't be that person that comes in Sunday, middle of the day, expecting to get a session started, because 9 times out of 10 is not going to happen. Get there ahead of time, plan accordingly, and get in where you fit in.
Yeah, early bird gets the worm, they say. Early bird gets the worm. It's a solid saying. Exactly. And again, Sunday, that would probably be the best day to get a deal. If there was going to be deals to get sought, it's Sunday. Because Sunday's the last day of the show. There's going to be a lot of the vendors that just don't want to take shit back home with them. Yeah. They're going to be like, I'd rather sell this shit.
Vendor-wise. Yeah, so tattoo artist-wise, they're going to be booked.
Well, yeah, they'll probably be booked. But like, again, like if you want to get a sweater, or if you want to get a shirt, or if you want to get some posters or whatever, same thing with the tattooers. They're going to have merch they'll probably do half off on Sunday. Who knows? So Sunday is your deal day if you're going to get a deal. Friday is your appointment day. Get your appointments booked. Saturday is going to be the busy day. So there's going to be a lot of traffic. There's going to be a lot of fucking people wanting to go there. So get there early again. Now, as for the artists, I recommend you stay at the Azure, which we have rooms reserved for us, because you could park right there. Because I think the convention center parking is like $10 a day or something like that. So if you're at the hotel, you're going to save $30, $40 you get there Thursday.
It's walking distance.
Literally the parking lots attach. Yeah. So super close. I definitely recommend the Azure. What else, man? Any other little tidbits we could give them?
I think that's good for, you know, what is a convention and why they should be coming and preparing for ours. I think this, you know, just be there. Be there. Don't miss out. First annual, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's only going to get better.
And what we're doing, too, is we're doing pre-sale tickets online right now. So there is going to be a line the day of to buy tickets. But we're going to have a pre-sale ticket line as well. So if you bought your tickets ahead of time, you're going to bypass that line and go right to the pre-sale tickets. You're just going to give us your name. You're going to have your photo ID. We're going to give you your tickets, and you're going to go right into the door. So if you buy your tickets ahead of time, not only are you going to guarantee that it won't be sold out, but you'll also be able to cut the line. So buy your tickets early.
which definitely would benefit you if you want to get a tattoo session by a certain artist, because you don't want to be at the end of that line and then the people in front of you end up booking that spot with the artist you were thinking you were going to get booked with.
Yes.
So buy your tickets ahead of time, get there on time, and be there.
Be there. Yeah, be there and get ready to have an amazing experience. Have an open mind. You're going to be safe. We're going to have plenty of security there. We're going to have metal detectors. We're going to go all out of our way to make sure that this show is not only safe but extraordinary and a real experience that you're never going to forget the rest of your life.
One more thing. Make sure you unload your phone's memory, because you're going to want to take video, you're going to want to take pictures, and you don't want to be like me that I take hundreds and hundreds of videos and I don't unload them when I need the memory the most.
Oof.
So unload your memory, post what you got to post, get it out there so you have the space for more content at the show.
Solid
because
advice.
we do want to encourage content. There's going to be, like we said, selfie areas. You want to take videos of the art displays of the events going on. So make that space.
We're working on a scavenger hunt. And I'm not sure what the prize is.
TikTok scavenger hunt, so you don't want to miss out on that.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. So, but again, we're real excited to have the show. We're real excited to know that you guys are going to be there. So we'll see you June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Ontario Convention Center.
Yeah.
Have a happy Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday. This podcast is brought to you by Body Art Bus, Trusted Tattoo Company, Trusted Tattoo Gallery, Stained Crown, INKCON,
Stolen Clothing,
Nuclear
Tattoo
Supply, Revolution Inc., Freddie Negretti, Corey Miller.
Oh man, shout out to the OGs. Shout out to the OGs.
Like we've been saying, guys, this show, you're not gonna want to miss it out. Right here. Trusted Tattoo Gathering, June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. This year, 2023.
Boom. I keep saying next year because I'm so used to saying next year. We've been promoting it so darn long. But this year, 2.5 months away.
It's already this year, bro.
Yes.
Anything you want to add, bro? We've been almost an hour and a half.
I want to say that it is an honor and a pleasure to be doing this podcast with you, and I appreciate it. And I'm really looking forward to working with all these special artists that are going to be there. And again, I'm super grateful to be in this situation, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. Real excited.
Excited, man. Me too. Likewise, man. Definitely honored, blessed to be here.
Amen.
You know, this is the longest shop I've ever worked at, and I tell people all the time, like, yo, the energy here, the openness, the open-mindedness is compared to others is above. It's above, and I look forward to it. And
let's go.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe,
please
follow the Instagrams. They'll be in the description below, and also we have an INKCON YouTube channel, which will also be linked. Make sure you go follow that. That's going to be for all INKCON related content, the artists, the podcasts, the event videos. So please go subscribe there. And let's keep it going. Thanks, guys.
Hell yeah.